Ага, супер. Пока выключаю. Выключаю, да, пока? Ага. Раз, раз. Что выключен?
Звук проверить. Хорошо.
Раз, раз. Всем привет. Сегодня будем говорить о маркетинге. Выключаю. Hello, guys. Glad to see you. My name is Alex, Alexey Brusin, and today we are going to talk with you about marketing. First of all, if you hear me, if everything is okay, if you see me, put pluses in chat so I can understand that everything is okay. Do you see me? Do you hear me? Okay, I see your pluses. Thank you. If you will turn on your cameras, it will be great. Okay, great. So I am a marketer, and today we are going to discuss with you marketing, your target audience of your projects, how to do an advertisement of your project, etc. If you have any questions during our webinar, you can ask your questions in the chat. I will see them and I will read them and I will answer them. Okay? So if you have any questions, you can just put them down in the chat and I will react. So let's start. Today our theme is marketing, and first of all, I would like to talk with you about what is marketing, because there are many versions, many hypotheses of what marketing really is. But there is one version that I like very much, and I think that it works very well. Marketing to do less to get more. So marketing is about to do less with your project, with the advertisement of your project, and to get more money, to get more clients or customers, to get more feedback, to test more versions or hypotheses, etc. So marketing is about first we think and then we do something. Bad marketer is a person who does many different things. He tries everything. He tries to develop a website, to go on marketplace, to test some PPC advertisements on Google, for example. He does many things, but in practice, in marketing, there are, for example, two instruments that will work with your project, and hundreds instruments that won't. Good marketer thinks and works out which instruments would work the best, so you get more profit with less costs. And bad marketer, he does many things. He tries, again, yes, he tries everything to get less. So marketing is to do less to get more, not to do more to get less. That is what marketing is. And I think you know that marketing is not only an advertisement thing. It's about a product. You know, we have product marketing. It's a part of marketing that works on which products we release on markets. So what we do with our products, what does our target audience wants? What do they want to get from us with our product? That is product marketing. Then there is some, you know, marketing analysis. Then we analyze markets, target markets. When they analyze our audience. By the way, today we are going to talk pretty much about target audience, because I think that target audience is the first thing that you need to do with your project. When we talk about marketing, and your target audience, your customers, your target customers is the main thing that you need to do when we talk about the marketing in the project, in any project. Because, you know, when we talk about, for example, startups, yes, some fast scaling companies, some fast scaling projects, or the projects who want to scale fast, but really they doesn't. Searching for your target audience in such projects are the main thing, because if you made a mistake with the audience, anything else would be mistake too. Anything else. No matter how good are your advertisements, no matter how good are your social media instruments and your social media marketing, no matter how good, I don't know, your market are. You know, for example, you're working on some big perspective market that that is scaling too. But no matter, because if you made a mistake with your target audience, everything else will be a mistake too. That's why today we are going to discuss searching for your target audience very, very, very detailed, in a very detailed way, because that is the main thing. But again, returning to the what is marketing. Marketing, besides advertisement, besides market analysis, besides searching for your target audience, besides product marketing, also marketing is your positioning on the market, your positioning with your competitors. Because always when we are talking about some project, some commercial project, or even when we are talking about some social project, there are some competitors. There are companies or group of peoples or corporations that who are doing basically the same, and we need to, you know, to do it better in some way, somehow. Maybe we are cheaper. Maybe we are better in a product way. You know, our product has more quality or more functions, maybe. Or maybe we are faster. We are not cheaper. We are more expensive. We are not better. Maybe we are even worse, but they are faster. You know, for example, I don't know, we're making some food delivery, and we are the fastest food delivery. Our food is not the best. Our food is not, you know, not the cheapest. It is pretty expensive and not very tasty. For example, but we are the fastest. So our positioning is we are the fastest food delivery in, I don't know, in New York or in Moscow, no matter. That is also marketing. You know, to figure it out, what do we need to do to be better in somehow, in some way, than our competitors. I think that marketing is that's my personal opinion. That is my personal opinion. But I think that marketing is the most important thing in any commercial project, because marketing, based on the word market, any action on the market, any of your actions on the market, basically it is marketing. So no matter what are you doing, if you're working on some actual market, you're doing marketing. So it's not about advertisement only. It's not about some Google ads or some social media marketing. Marketing is much more complicated, much more complex thing than advertisement. I'm talking with you about that because many people think that marketing is advertisements, is some social media, websites, digital marketing, etc. But marketing, it's not about that at all. That are only instruments. And today we are going to talk about marketing itself, about analysis, about target audience. So let's go on. Let's continue. Today, as I said, we are going to talk mainly about target audience because there is no possibility to talk with you, to tell you about all the marketing in 1 hour or 1 hour and a half. But I want you to understand how marketing really works. And good example and important example is searching for your target audience. We have an instrument, in marketing, we marketers have an instrument that helps us to search for target audience. That instrument, that I would say ideology, called jobs to be done, JTBD, jobs to be done. Jobs to be done based on some philosophy that already proven on practice, that our potential customers or our actual customers, they have some, purchasing scenarios. They purchase something, they buy something, they eat something or wear something, no matter, on some scenarios. And that scenarios, they are not depend only on their age or gender or what income do they have. Really, in 21st century, that is not very important. What is important is are jobs they want to do, what what goals they want to achieve with your product or with the product of your competitors. So that is some purchasing scenarios. Jobs to be done is an ideology that tells us you need not to know what are you selling, but you need to know what people are buying from you. So, for example, if you are selling orange juice, for example, you need to know why people actually drink orange juice, why people actually drink juice at all. For example, because it's tasty, that one job to be done, to taste some good juice. Maybe because it's hot and they just want to drink something cold. That is another job to be done, just to refresh. And in two of these examples, one product, orange juice in our example, will have different competitors and different purchasing scenarios. Yes, for example, if I want to drink juice because I like the taste, I would have a competitors, for example, another juices, another tasty drinks, and I will choose the main ingredient, the main fundament of my purchasing scenario will be the taste, because I want to feel the taste. And if I buy orange juice because I want to refresh myself because I'm hot, there will be another purchasing scenario. I don't care about the taste actually on deep level in this scenario. I just want something to refresh myself. It may be water with ice, it may be juice, it may be Coca-Cola, no matter. So that will be two different purchasing scenarios, and you need to know what purchasing scenario have your potential clients or your actual clients, your actual customers. Why do they buy your product? Why really? Not because you think, not because you would buy your own product. That is mistakes in marketing. To think that people think like you think. No, people they are very different. Often than we in my agency, my marketing agency, Jedo Corp, when we work with some clients and we build jobs to be done, that instrument, that ideology for them, we realize that people buy some products not because the owners of the projects think they are, not because the founders of the companies think they are. For example, founder of their English school that teaches people some languages, English, for example, founder of this company thinks that people buy English courses because they need to learn English, but they want, not because of that. For example, that's a real example, by the way. That's our real customer, our real client. For example, they may buy English courses because they want a career promotion. So their job to be done is to get a better career, to get a job offer, or to get a promotion on their actual job. And they don't care how good the course is. They don't care how good teacher is. They need only one thing. I think you already guessed what they need. They need some papers. They need certificates. They need proofs that they have, that they purchased that course, and that they successfully learned it. That's why, for example, they they come to English school, for example, and they tell to the sales manager, do you have official papers? Do you have a certificates? Okay, thank you. Here's your money. I won't go to the lessons. I don't care. Just give me a certificate today because I need my career promotion. And paper is important for me. That is an example, but I want you to realize, why do we need marketing in our projects, and why do we need to talk with our potential customers? Why do we need to build that instrument, jobs to be done? Because we really don't know, we don't even realize why people would come to our projects, why people would come to our companies, why people would buy what we are trying to sell to them. That's an illusion. We don't really know. We should ask. We should talk to people. We should talk to our potential customers. We should ask them, if you have some real, already actual customers, that's the best thing you could have for your marketing, because you could ask them, why did you buy my product? Why you bought this? Why do you need this? Why? And I assure you that their answers would be very surprising. Often they would be very surprising, because you thought one way and your real customers, people, they answered really another way. And you realized that your project, it's not about what you thought. It's something, pretty different, really different. And you need to rebuild your product, to rebuild your marketing, to rebuild your processes, business processes, to rebuild your company, basically, to just to be suited, to have your market fit, to be fitted for job that your potential customers want to be done. Okay, so today we are going to talk about this instrument, JTBD, and we are going, some improvisely build it. So we are going today to, I will give you an example, how can you work with JTBD in your projects. So let's go on, next slide. There is some basic instrument that helps you to build your job to be done, jobs to be done of your potential or actual customers. It's called CJM. CJM is Customer's Journey Map or Client's Journey Map, but often it's Customer's Journey Map. Real right declaration is Customer's Journey Map. CJM is Customer's Journey Map. So that's a map, that's a scenario of your potential customers or your actual customers that you need to build. And here on our summer school, I would ask you to build customers' journey maps for all your projects. I would like to see them. So okay, CJM always consisted of 5 stages. It's always 5-staged thing, but the stages will be very different depending on your projects, depending on your markets, depending on your products, depending on jobs that your potential customers would like to be done. So today we are going to discuss every stage of customer's journey map, and we are going to, with examples of course, and we are going to discuss why it is so important and how can you build it. So here is it on slide. You can see every of fifth of 5 stages, every stage of the customer's journey map. First stage is awareness of need. Second stage is search options. Third stage is evaluation of options. Fourth stage is purchase process, and fifth stage is user experience, UI or UX, user experience. That are the stages that every customer on any market, in any project, choosing or buying any product, any customer would go through that 5 stages. So we are going to discuss every of 5 stages detailed, so you could understand how can you build your own customer's journey map. We're going to start, of course, with the first, and the first stage is awareness of need. I chose my own example to visualize to you customer journey map. My example is trousers or jeans. So awareness of need, it is the earliest and the first stage of customer's journey map of purchasing scenario. Awareness of need is a stage when your potential customer just realized that he has a problem. He hasn't decided yet how he will solve the problem, or what he will choose as a solution of the problem. But the problem exists, and your potential customer aware of that. In my example, for example, a potential problem is, for example, a hole in my trousers. Then I realized that I have a hole in my trousers. I have an awareness of need. My purchasing scenario just turned on. I'm very far away from purchasing new trousers, but I am aware of the problem, and I'm starting to look for options. So I can, what can I do if I have a hole in my trousers? I can, just to sew the hole and let my trousers be as well. So I sew the hole, and okay, no problem. I won't purchase anything. I just sew the hole. I can, purchase some second-hand trousers, not new, just second-hand. That would be a solution of my problem. Yes, that would be a solution of my problem. I can purchase some new trousers. I can purchase something different than trousers at all. For example, some I don't know, some shirts or some skate trousers. I don't know, because I decided, okay, I have only one trousers. I have a hole in my trousers. I'll just throw it away and buy something very different, because I'm tired of wearing trousers at all. And the hole would be a trigger for me just to change my style, to change the style I look. By the way, it happens very often. Some problem with your car, with your clothes, with your food, some problem turns to be a trigger, and the trigger drives you to change anything, or to change everything, or to change something, just to change. So often an awareness of need is a driver for some changes. So the main problem with marketing in high-tech projects, or in startups, or in some potential fast-scaling companies, the main problem is that your potential customers do not have an awareness of need. They don't have a problem. You don't solve anything. Your project just doesn't solve anything, or you don't know what you solve. So if you have such problem in your project, That's I would say that it's critical, because anything else, anything you will do further would be completely, it just won't make sense, won't make any sense, because if you don't have some job your customers need to be done, if you don't need problem that you solve, you need to revise your product, maybe to rebuild your project, maybe, you know, to just to let it fly, maybe you need to you know, to throw your project away completely. And there are some real examples. Then some even big companies just, you know, closed their projects because they realized that in purchasing scenario, in customers journey map, their potential customers, you know, they don't have an awareness of need. They do not need what these projects, these companies offer to their potential customers. So that's very important. That's very important thing. And I would like you to, you know, to make a list in your projects about what variations do you have, or do your customers have, of awareness of need. For example, if I sell trousers or jeans, in my example, okay, if I sell trousers, then an awareness of need, for example, in my customer's journey map, it would be a hole in the trousers, first variation, maybe some important event. I don't have trousers at all. I don't have a hole in my trousers. I don't have a trousers at all, and I'm not really going to buy it. But I received an invitation on an important event for me, and there is a, you know, prescription to wear trousers, for example. That's why I decided, okay, then I will buy trousers. That's an awareness of need. So some triggers, you know, list of triggers. Trigger one, hole in my trousers. Trigger two, some important event ahead, and I would like to buy trousers for the event, not for me, for the event. That's JTBD2, that's job to be done, of course. Trigger three, it can be, I don't know, maybe some movement to another region, maybe from south to north. You know, I make it up online just now, so you could understand the examples, and you could understand how to do that. So in the early stage of customer's journey map, in the awareness of need, I would like to see from you a list of triggers from your potential customers, or from your actual customers, if you have them. What problems do they have? What triggers do they have? What problems do you solve for these people, or for these companies, if you have a B2B project? Yes, some business to business project, if you work on B2B markets. Okay, so when we are done with the awareness of need, we know that, okay, there is a problem, a hole in the trousers, okay, it's a trigger, it's a problem. Okay, what would our potential customers do next after they realized that, okay, I have a problem? What's next? Next is search options. Search options is stage of customer's journey map when your potential or actual customers, you know, start looking. Okay, I have a hole in my trousers. Okay, and that's a problem. That's a real problem. What should I do? So which triggers do I have, and how I am looking for the solution? How am I solving actually the problem? What can I do? I can, as in my example, I can search the internet and find some general store, or some clothes store, some trade center, I don't know, or maybe some boutique, some shop, some showroom, some e-commerce project. So no matter, but I'm searching the internet. Okay, what else can I do to solve the problem? Then I decided that, okay, I have a problem. I will buy some new trousers. Okay, you know, so I go further in my purchasing scenario, in my customer journey map, and I started to search. Okay, internet. What else? I can ask my friends, you know, just to ask my friends, to chat with them. You know, what I have a hole in my trousers, and that's a problem. So actually I think I need new trousers. Where do you usually buy your trousers? What can you recommend me? For example, that's another search option. You know, your friends, recommendations. We marketers call it recommendations. Okay, what else can your potential or actual customers do? What else can people do to solve the problem with the hole in the trousers? They can, I don't know, they can go to the shop immediately. You know, just I go and drive my car. I go to some big trade center, some big general store, and I just go look in there, watching, and buying something. I didn't ask to my friends. I didn't chat with my friends. I didn't search the internet. I just went to some general store and I just started looking with my eyes. That's a trade search option. I'm sorry, that's a third search option. So, and etc., etc., etc. Okay, so we need to. I'm waiting from you in your projects for you to make some lists of how exactly your potential or actual customers are searching for solution. What are they actually? What do they actually do? They go to social media. Okay, I don't know, in Facebook. They go to their friends. They go to some stores. I don't know what else can they do. They I don't know. They search for some social organizations. I don't know what which products do you have in your projects. I don't know. That's why I don't know which search options you can have in your projects and what your actual potential customers would do to solve the problem. But you need to know that, and guys, you need to know that very, very, very exactly, very, very, very detailed. I'll explain you why. Because, for example, if in your purchasing scenario, in your customer's journey map, your potential customers do not search the internet in on the stage search options, okay, they do not search the internet, you don't need any digital marketing. And that's very important thing. And that's, I don't know, I think top 3 mistakes, charted top 3 of marketer beginners and of project manager beginners and of founders beginners. They just making in advertisements there where they do not need them, because just their potential customers do not search like that. That's very important. If your potential customers would chat with friends, you need to develop some recommendation channels in your marketing. If your potential customers in their search options, they I don't know, they go to Facebook, you need to be on Facebook. If they go to some marketplaces, some, I don't know, booking.com, I don't know, AliExpress, Amazon, etc., etc., etc. You need to be there. You need to know where they start looking for a solution. There is no way that in different customer journey maps, in different CGMs, different customers would search for different products completely the same. No way. That doesn't make any sense. No way. Just cannot happen. In every of your projects, every of us, every one of us, you will have different customers journey maps, and you will have different awareness of needs, different triggers, and you will have different channels in search options. And when you build them, when you will make a list, you will realize which advertisement channels you need for your projects. Maybe it will be GR. You just need to be in good government relationships. Maybe it will be some digital marketing. Maybe it will be some promo, you know, some street promo, or maybe some indoor promo, maybe, or outdoor, you know, some big banners, outdoor advertisements. Maybe, I don't know, but you should know, and you will know when you will make a list of search options of your customers. A very, very exact list, very detailed list. Not just they will search the internet. No, not like that. But like that, they will search the Facebook, but they will not react to advertisements in the Facebook. They will looking for, for example, native content in expert communities. For example, that's just an example. Or not just, they would search the internet on Google. No, they would search an internet on Google, but they won't click on Google Ads, on PPC advertisements on Google, and they would click on links on sites that have some very detailed description, for example. So that is the list that I would be waiting from you, and I would be very glad. I would ask you to do that. So very detailed. You should know everything about how your potential customers search for solution of the problem, and that's very important. Okay, let's go on. If you, I remind you, if you have any questions, you can just write these questions to the chat, and I will answer them just online, not in the end, but just here while we are hot. So third stage of customer's journey map is evaluation of options. In my example with trousers, evaluation of options is then I just searched somehow, I looked somehow, and I found some general store or trade center, and I think that there in the trade center I would buy new trousers, very likely. So I drive my car, I go there, and I'm already there, and I'm starting to choose, not to look, to choose. There is, for example, 10 or 5 maybe brands in that trade center that can provide me with the new trousers. So I go in the general store or in the trade center, and I look, and I'm trying to choose actually where I want to buy my new trousers. So evaluation of options is some list. It is always the list of triggers, the list of channels. List that consists of triggers that that are important for your customers while they are choosing. Okay, so for example, maybe in my example with the trousers, maybe it is a brand. I would like to buy trousers of some, I don't know, high couture brand, Dolce & Gabbana, Gucci, Armani, and I'm looking for that brands. So brand would be a trigger in evaluation of options. Maybe I'm looking for just the best price, the cheapest price, and I don't care what brand would be in my trousers, or what label would be there, and I don't care how high would be the quality of the trousers. Maybe I'm just looking for the best price. Then the trigger would be the best price. The cheapest is the best. The cheapest is the best. We have some such marketing rule in some markets, in some products. This rule works. The cheapest is the best. No matter how bad is your quality, the cheapest is the best. Somehow it is the fastest is the best. I already talked to you about that. So for example, I want to eat, and I want my food within 1 hour. I don't care what food it would be. I don't care. I just want to eat within 1 hour. So the fastest would be the best for me. That's my customer's journey map. And that's my trigger in evaluation of options. Delivery company that promised me that my order will be in my apartment, in my house, within 1 hour, for me, it is the best. That's what I'm trying to receive from you, to get from you. I'm trying to get from you a list of triggers, list of important factors that would have some influence on your customers, and that these factors would have some influence on which competitor will receive their money. So would it be you or not? And that's very important. So evaluation of options, it is a very rich, very big list. It can be price, brand, maybe some quality, maybe it can be location of store, for example, or location of company. Okay, I want to buy new trousers. I have an awareness of need. I searched in internet and I found your store. Okay, I have search options, and actually you won in search options. But then I think, oh, it's very, very, very far away. I won't go there. So in evaluation of options, you lose because to your competitors, because you have some bad location. That's important, for example, for street food businesses, for restaurant businesses, for retail. For retail, it is very important, etc., etc., etc. So here I would like you to make a list which options of the product or the company are important for you, for your projects. Because if here on my previous slide, okay, here in search options, they affect your advertisement channels, okay? So they affect how would you promote your product, digital marketing or recommendations system or something else. That's search options. Evaluation of options, they affect on how would you present your product, where would you present it, which will be your positioning on market, how would you beat your competitors, why would people should choose you, why? That's here in evaluation of options. Why you? Okay, I have a problem. I need new trousers. Okay, you have your new trousers. Okay, but why should I buy the new trousers from you? Why exactly you? That is evaluation of options. And evaluation of options is very important because if you don't know the evaluation of options of your potential customers, if you don't know which is your preferences, which is your strong sides of your business, of your project, you just won't have some good sales. People would search for you, people would find you, but people would then buy from your competitors always, just because you don't have some strong understanding which is your evaluation of options. Okay, so I hope you understand me, because again, if you have any questions, if you have any comments, you can write them down in the chat and I would gladly discuss it with you. But for now, we go on to the next slide, to the purchase process. Purchase process is a very interesting phase, interesting stage of customer journey map. Purchase process is then I basically, it's when I already decided to buy something and I already decided to buy it from you, not from your competitors. It's when I found your store, I found my trousers, my potential trousers there. So I just go there. The trousers are good, the size are good, the price are good, and I just, decided, okay, I will buy these trousers. So what can stop me here? Which factors? What is important here? It is everything that connected to the thing that called service marketing. Service marketing is marketing of your actual customers and marketing of your potential customers that are already decided to buy from you. For example, I decided to buy my new trousers just here in the store. So I take my money, I take my trousers, and I go to the shop girl. But there is a great, very, very, very long line of people there. So I don't want to wait. Yes, I need my trousers, and I like your trousers. I like your shop, but I don't want to wait. And I just put my trousers, put my potential trousers back, my potential jeans, and I go to another shop, because there maybe the line would be shorter. That's a trigger on your service marketing, and that's a trigger why your potential customers won't buy from you, or won't have your product. They won't purchase your product. Another example is when I decided to buy my trousers, decided to buy it from you in this shop. So I go to the shop girl with my money, with my trousers, and she tells me, okay, what do you want? What the hell are you doing here at all? For example, so I answer her, I would like to buy trousers. Here's the money, here's the trousers. Can you just sell to me these trousers? No, I can't. Please come back later. I'm busy, don't you see? For example, so that is another trigger on service marketing. Why I won't buy trousers in your shop? Because the shop girl is rude, bad service. Because I'm not comfortable. I'm feeling strange. I want to give you my money, and you actually do not want to take them. So I say, I'll say, okay, here's your trousers, thank you. I don't need anything, goodbye. And I will go to your competitor to buy my trousers there. That is another example, another trigger what can stop me in purchase process. There can be pretty many triggers, lines, quality of service, by the way, methods of payment. For example, I would like to buy something in e-commerce project on internet shop, so I want to pay with my Visa card. Okay, I have my Visa card and I want to pay with the card. But in the internet shop, there are no such option, because, for example, you take only MasterCard, for example, and I don't know, cash and some postal payments. So I don't like that at all, because I want to pay with my Visa card. And okay, I will go to your competitors that have such method of payment. So the main thing you should understand in the stage purchase process, in the stage of customer journey map, you should be the most comfortable place for your potential and actual customers. If they don't want to wait, you should organize your process like that, so they won't have to wait. If they want to pay with cards or with, I don't know, with bitcoins, if they really want, everyone or most big part of your customers want to pay with cryptos, yes, want to pay with bitcoins, for example, or with Ethereum, etc. You should give them such an opportunity, because you should be the most comfortable place for your customers. You should know what your customers really want, and just to give them exactly that on purchase process, not anything else. You don't need to have every existing method of payments: bitcoins, Visa, MasterCard, I don't know, postal payments, cash, Google Money, I don't know. You don't need to have a big variety of payments, of methods of payments. You need to have, for example, only two. Remember, marketing is to do less to get more. You may have only two methods of payments, but this should be such methods of payments that your customers want. You should know that, and you should do only that things that your customers want, and you shouldn't do anything that they do not want. That's some, very simple advice. I would say it's pretty silly advice, as people think, because they say, Alex, okay, it's obvious. It's I understand. Of course, I understand that. Of course, I will do exactly like that. Why do you telling me that at all? But in my own personal statistics, 8 of 10 projects, 80% of projects just do not do that. They do not even know which factors are important in purchase process, in that stage of customer journey map for their customers. They just don't know, and that's really, that's really disappointing. And I would like for you to, to pay attention to that stage, because it's very important. It's very expensive stage, very expensive for your project. I'll explain you why. Because when your customer already here, you actually paid for him. Let's see. For example, here's your customer's journey map. You have an awareness of need. So your potential customer has an awareness of need, and you can solve his problem. You won here. And I think you paid something for that. Yes, your time, your money, something. You won on this stage. You have an awareness of need of your potential customers. Okay, you won. Let's go further. Search options. You know how your customers search. You know that they search on the internet and chat with friends. You have a recommendation system, and you have some digital marketing system. Okay, you won here already. Again, you won on the second stage. Again, you paid for that. You paid with money on your advertisements, for your, for your marketers, for your social media marketers, etc., etc., etc. You won here. So you gave another time, another money. Your costs just became more expensive. Okay, let's go to the third stage, evaluation of options. Okay, let's figure out, for example, that you won here too. So you have some brand and price and anything that exactly your potential customers want to see. You have everything of that. Okay, so you won here. You build your product, your positioning, your brand processes just correctly. So again, you paid for that, your money, your time, your team, etc., etc., etc. And then you go to the fourth stage of our customer journey map, and here you lose because your shop girl is rude. Do you understand how silly this looks like? So you won 1, 2, 3, and you lose on a very expensive stage. You already gave pretty much resources for this customer, and he came to you, and he says to you, okay, shut up and take my money. I just want to buy these damn trousers. And you answered, oh, no, we have some, some big line. Or no, I'm too rude to, just to sell these trousers to you, for example. So that's a problem with many small businesses. And that's a problem that I realize in many startups, many fast scaling companies that I consult, because for the last 5 years, I'm on consulting of some startups and high-tech companies. I help them to find their market fit, to build a product, to make their advertisement system, to make their marketing, really their strategy. And again, 8 of 10 projects just do not understand how to do some strong service marketing, how to win your customer on the purchase process of your customer's journey map. And that's a big problem. So here, what I would wait for you. Here, I ask you to do, some list of the factors that are important for your customers. Then they, purchase something from you. No matter how, it can be, some website. It can be some e-commerce project or marketplace. It can be some, real actual offline shop. I don't care, no matter. But you need to know which factors are important for your customers on their purchase process. And you need to, to build your marketing processes just to fit that expectations of your customers. If you don't, they just go away to your competitors with your money, with the money that would be yours in 5 or 10 minutes. You should understand that. That's very important thing. Okay, and the last stage of our improvised customer journey map, it's user experience. User experience is a stage when I already bought your product. So I already bought my trousers in my example, and I just, I went to my apartment. So I came back home, and I just, feed them. I show them to my wife. I show them to my friends. I just, trying to realize how good they are, how fit they are, how beautiful they are, etc., etc., etc. So that's post-purchase experience. On this stage, your customer already gave his money to you. So that's not a problem of your first sale, but on user experience is stage that decides, that affects on would your customer return to you again in a year or in 5 years, no matter. It depends on your product and on your market. Or he won't return to you. Because if I give you my money and your product turned out to be unfitable for me somehow, of course, I won't buy from you again, first of all, and I will give you some, bad recommendations. I will give you some bad feedback on the internet. I will give you some bad recommendations among my friends. So I would not recommend them to buy from you because your product are not fitable for me. So here, what is important on user experience? User experience is a thing, you should understand. Product doesn't have to be good at all sites, at all costs, to like me. Yes, okay. For example, it depends on my expectations. User experience is a stage that really depends on expectations of your customers. Which expectations do you give to them? Which expectations do you create for them? So your product should fit their expectations, and then it will be okay. It will be good user experience. So, for example, if you created for me some expectations that you are the fastest delivery in the city, in town, and I received my order really fast for 15 minutes or for 20 minutes, my expectations are satisfied. Okay, your food are not very tasty, not the tastiest food I tried, but I didn't wait for your food to be the best. I waited. My expectations were for you to be the fastest. So you're the fastest. It's okay. That is an example of good user experience. And of course, there is an example of bad user experience. Bad user experience is then you tell me that you are the fastest, but my order comes to me in 2 or 3 hours. But the food is really tasty. The food is good, but it just doesn't matter because my expectations were you would be the fastest, and you are not the fastest, and I don't care how good your food are. You broke your promise. You promised to be the fastest, and you don't, and that's a problem. It is very complicated. It is difficult, but let's try to understand that to have good user experience for your customers, you don't need to be the best in everything. You need, just to be the best in expectations that you created for your target audience. If you created an expectations for them that you will be the tastiest, you should be the tastiest. If you created expectations for them that you will be, I don't know, the most friendly company, you should be a very friendly company, etc., etc., etc. And you can be very, very friendly, but not very tasty. You can be very fast, but not very friendly. For example, it just doesn't matter because what matters here is expectations that you created on your marketing, on your positioning, on your some public communications, that you have with your target audience or in some public events. So everything that you do in your project with marketing creates some expectations from your clients. They expect something from you. You should satisfy what they expect. You should know what they expect. You should know the expectations, because sometimes funny thing just happens, because some project that I consult, for example, project just doesn't know which expectations were created by him on its target audience, on its potential customers. Just founder just doesn't know what people expect from him. That's a catastrophe. That's a it's crisis. You need to know which are the expectations of your customers. What do they really actually expect from you? And then you should make a list of the things in your user experience, and your user experience should be just this way. Because in a fast scaling company, in startup, in small business, in some beginning project, you won't be best at anything. It is impossible. You have not much resources. You have not the best team in the world, I think. Okay, so it's not demotivation, but it's some it's a fact on markets. You have some not the best team. No, you have not much resources. You have, I don't know, you have not the best process. So you can't be the best in everything. Your competitors will be better than you in some things. You should be the best in one thing. And what's the thing? That's the great expectation of your clients. So many successful companies, many successful startups, they just build the empires, they just build their businesses, just making one thing good and anything else bad. But that one thing good would be what the customers expect, and that would be some deadlock, some some escape velocity for them. They just realized that they did that, and then they started their scaling, because they realized very well what their customers expect from them. So I think we're done with that slide. Okay, so here you must make a list of things, make a list of expectations, and then you should realize, do you fit that expectations of your customers or not? If you fit them, okay. If you don't fit them, that's a crisis. You need to make something to fit their expectations. If you're making more than they expected, for example, so you have a list of 4 expectations: the fastest, the cheapest, for example, the tastiest, and anything, something else, and you fit any of 4 expectations, and besides that, you have another 5 factors that you are doing good. If you have such situation, I would recommend you to optimize your costs. So you're doing too much. You're overpowering. Your product is overpowered for the market. You can do 5 things to be some some strong competitor of the market, and you do 9 things. Again, marketing is to do less to get more. So if you're doing too much, you need to cut off something. You need to do less. You need to decide which of the factors are not very important. What is your clients, your customers don't expect from you, and not to do that. So okay, if you have some questions about customers journey map, you can just put them down in the chat and we'll discuss it. Because now I'm going to close that part, and I'm going to go on some some another marketing things that I want to discuss with you. But if you have any questions, just don't be shy. Let's discuss. So we discussed with you customer's journey map as an instrument of searching your target audience. That's very important. and I tried to be very detailed, very very practiced, very exampled, just you to understand. And now we are going to discuss a couple of things in the marketing that not very detailed, but some revise, some review of them for you to understand how the things works in other parts of marketing. Marketing strategy. Marketing strategy is a very important part of marketing as well. It goes straight after customer's journey map, because first of all, first things first. First of all, we're doing work on how can we search, how can we find our target audience. We build our customer's journey map. We talk with our potential customers. We interview them, so they can build every stage of customer's journey map. We ask them some questions. So how do you buy? How do you search? What is important for you in the process of purchase? What is important for you when you buy, then you already bought this product? What would make you to buy again? So they talk to us about that, and they make some lists, 5 lists, and then our customer's journey map is ready. We're going to make some marketing strategy. Marketing strategy is our basic model of our behavior on market. So there are 5 classic marketing strategies, and you can choose, and I recommend you to choose one of them. So vision-based. Vision-based is a marketing strategy that's very often I see that strategy, that type of strategy, very often in the startups. And the strategy is based on some strong founder, and that's leader has some vision. So he, for example, he says that in 20 years I will make the smartest AI in the world, the smartest AI in the planet. I know that I can do that. I know that there is an awareness of need, that people need that, and I will do that. So, and anyone else, so the team, the company, the workers, their partners, they just go with him to his vision. He has a vision. Only that man has a vision in the company, and everyone else, they just join him and trying to help him to build his vision. That's a vision-based strategy. It's good when the founder is really strong, the vision is really strong, and it is some very fast scaling startup, or maybe very science field startup, some science startup, and there is some science man, some leader who has a vision. Then that thing works. If you have not a very strong founder, not very strong vision, if you don't know really where to go, you have some plan on the next year, but you don't have a vision, a plan on 20 years, a vision-based strategy doesn't work. It distracts the company. It distracts the project. That's very often mistake of the startups. They're trying to work with vision-based strategy, but they don't have a vision really. They just copying something, copying some startup from another country, or copying some market leader, or they're copying some competitor. They do not have their own vision. If you don't have your own vision, vision-based strategy just won't work. You will distract your company with such behaving on market. Classic strategy is a strategy that it's then the company or project want to be basically the cheapest. It called cost leadership or operation leadership. Then your operations are the cheapest, the most effective in money. So classic strategy is the company wants to be the cheapest on the market in the segment, cheaper, wants to be cheaper than the competitors, and the company does anything it can just to be cheaper, always to be cheaper, always to pay less, always to to robotize process or to automatize process to make them cheaper, always to pay salary less, always to pay to have less workers or less team players than the competitors. Classic strategy is the strategy when you want to be the cheapest product on market, and if you can do that, that's really good strategy, because the cheapest always win on markets there where an evaluation of options is I want the cheapest. If you work on market where people do not want the cheapest, they want the best, or maybe expensive but very functional, or brand or something else, that's a bad strategy, because okay, you are the cheapest, but you are definitely not the best. You cannot be the cheapest and the best in functional or in quality. That's impossible. It's impossible to be the cheapest and the best. You're either the cheapest, either the best. Best expensive, cheapest not very good product. And that's normal if the expectations of your clients, of your customers suit that, fit that. So that's classic strategy of being the cheapest. Operation leadership, cost leadership. Adaptive strategy is some hybrid strategy, it's some chameleon strategy. When the company just doesn't know what to do at all, for example, or maybe a very difficult market, so we don't have some strong vision because market very difficult, we don't have strong founder, we cannot be the cheapest, we should do something but we don't really know what. It goes adaptive strategy. Then the company behaves on market like maybe some bacteria, some amoeba. So the company, it just it tries to go there, then go there, go there, go there. Okay, success. Okay, then it will be success. We'll stay here. Okay, we'll try to go there. Okay, failure. Okay, we'll go back. So some very soft strategy, very adaptive. It can change every week. It can change every month or every week, of course not every day. So if you have not very strong team, if you didn't really decide what to do, how to make a market, how to conquer your market, adaptive strategy is a good variation. But it's it's really it's not fundamental. It's very time based, time turned. So for some time you can be adaptive, but then you need to choose classic strategy, operational leadership, or vision based, strong vision, etc. So the next strategy is focused. Focused strategy is then you know expectation of your customers very well, and for example, that one main expectation of your customers is for you to be the fastest, for example, and you focus every part of the company on to be the fastest. You can be not the best, you can be expensive, you can be not very effective, but you're the fastest. You can not to do things to the end, yes, because you don't have time, you need to be the fastest. Fast, make pizza, to put pizza in the box, and of course fast delivery. And you have some mistakes, some cockroaches along the process. You're not doing things ideal, but you're doing them fast. That's an example of focus strategy. You chose your focus and you focused on it. You're doing only that thing good, and anything else not very good. That's a great strategy if you know expectations of your customers very well. If you know them very well, then it is very good strategy. But if you don't, then that is that strategy is not very good. So the next strategy is diversified. Diversified strategy is it's a product strategy, and it's when the company or the project tries to, to conquer many markets that are close to each other. So, for example, I'm doing trousers, and I have my company does trousers. We sell trousers, and we have a diversified strategy. Then I need to do trousers, and for example, shoes, because shoes are often bought with trousers, and that's a good idea for me. And for example, I need to do some, something from leather. Yes, because if I wear trousers, if I wear jeans, then maybe, or most likely, I would buy something from leather, some leather accessories. And okay, we are going to do them as well. So diversified strategy is a strategy when around our main product, trousers, we go some satellites, some leather products, accessories, shoes, maybe anything else. I don't know, maybe beer for some reason. I don't know why, but it can be diversified strategy as well. So diversified strategy, it is very expensive strategy. You understand why? Yes, because you need to develop not only one product. You need to develop 5 products or 3 products or 10 products, and that's really have us big costs. So you need much resources. You need big resources to do that. So diversified strategy is a good marketing strategy for a company that already have their market. They already have some base, some platform. They already know how to work with the sales of the main product, and they just want to develop the company further. If the company, just doesn't have any conquered market at all, if the company on the start the project on the start of the sales, or if startup is on MVP stage, yes, minimal valuable product, then diversified strategy is basically a bad idea, because you just do not have resources and you do not have understanding yet how to work with that. So this is 5 basic marketing strategy types, and one project, one company can have only one basic strategy. You cannot have classic strategy and adaptive at once. You cannot, you can't be focused and diversified at the same time. It's impossible. So you need to choose. And here is my main my main my main message to you today on the marketing strategy. A strategy is the thing when you need to choose what you would do and what you won't have to do. So if you chose classic strategy, okay, then you need to focus on your costs, on your expenses. If you chose focused strategy, then you need to focus on the main expectation for your customers. If you chose vision-based strategy, then you need to focus on your vision. You need to have this vision. You need to create the vision, and you need to really to believe in that vision, because you need to be ready to go for 5 years, for 10 years, for 20 years for your vision. And maybe you won't have a success, or maybe your vision will be transformed along the way. But anyway, you need to have that vision. That's why you need to choose the strategy. And I recommend you already now, while you are on summer school, I recommend you to make a choice, to choose your strategy and to decide which strategy would suit for you the best. Only one. You can change the strategy. So you can be, for 2 years you can be vision based, and then for 1 year you can be adaptive, for example, and then for 3 years you can be focused. You can swim from one strategy to another. You can swim, but you need to make a choice, and you need to have only one strategy, 1 month or 1 year. So these are 5 basic classic strategy types you need to choose. I recommend you to choose. I cannot make you to do something. Okay, I don't even see you. I don't know you. I don't know your project. but I recommend you to do that. I'm sure that you will have this presentation. So the organizers of the summer school will send the presentation to you, and you can then revise what we discussed today, and you can choose your basic strategy. And of course, our main message, yes, strategy is not what we do, it's what we don't. And pay attention, it is it is some beautiful continue of my first phrase. Yes, marketing is to do less to get more, and strategy, marketing strategy, is not what we do, and it's what we don't. Marketing, it's it's such thing. Marketing is the reason, the target, the goal, to do less to get more. And if you, in your projects, if you would figure it out how to find your target audience, how to make your own strategy, choose a strategy, to build your customer journey map, and how with that instruments, how to figure it out, how to do less and to get more, it will be some good, really good marketing. So I wish you good luck. I've told you everything I was going to tell you today. I have on that slide, you can see my contacts. So if you will have some questions, you will you can write to me on Facebook. There is a link on my Facebook. There is my phone. On that phone, I am registered on WhatsApp, on Viber. You can chat with me there as well. So I would be very happy to discuss your projects, maybe to help you with some questions on marketing, because marketing is my expertise. And now I would be very glad to answer your questions. If you have some questions, you can write them down to chat, and I will answer them with great pleasure. Thank you for being here today, for listening to me. I hope this, by the way, was it useful information? Put down pluses if the information was somehow, anyhow useful. Alberto, I'm interested to talk about some projects. Okay, Alberto, can I ask you to just to write to me on Facebook or on Viber, WhatsApp, and I will gladly discuss with you your projects, and I will consult you with great pleasure. Okay, thank you for your process. I see that information was useful, and that's good for me. I'm glad, because I'm trying to be useful as well. Alberto, I will wait for you. When you will be comfortable, write to me on Facebook or in messengers, and we will discuss with you. Okay, I see that you don't have any more questions. Thank you very much. Have a good day, have a good summer school, and I will be happy to chat with you at any time. You can just write to me. Thank you, guys. Yes, okay, thank you, Gonzalez. Thank you so much. I want to talk some projects as well. Okay, so you have my contacts. Write it down, please. Okay, and I will wait for you. Just you can contact me at any time, and we will discuss with you your projects. Okay. Thank you very much for listening. Thanks. Glad to meet you. Nice to meet you. Okay, guys. So have a nice day. I'm just going to to switch it off. So goodbye. Bye bye. Thank you.